We should be back live right now. Let's see what the market's gonna head. We see some massive selling pressure on the Nasdaq, but DAX is not really making any progress below. We might see progress now. I really want to short the DAX, but gonna give the market some time. It's very volatile. It's not making any progress. Well, let's see. I have no open positions. We took that long on DAX and that was completely wrong. I accepted, I took the loss. Yes, it was a 1% loss. Let's see here. It's very weak in my opinion, the DAX. We see the Nasdaq is selling below support and DAX is holding quite strong. Yes, it could push back and I respect that, but it could also sell below. So long above, that's not gonna work out. And then short below here. Let's see. But you see the Nasdaq sold off, right back up again. I know we have resistance at 750 as always. I might consider going long if we break above. We don't have that many news. We have some. It came in, as you could see. We have initial claims worse than expected, and then we have current account balance was better than expected, and then Philadelphia Fed Index was also better than expected. But we're gonna have some news coming in here. Existing home sales and lending indicators. It's not that important to me, but we can see the Nasdaq is pushing. DAX might also push. Let's do what we're good at, in and out very quick. There's no reason to hope for something like within the morning. It doesn't make logic sense to me to hold something and then predict. We should just react to where the market is gonna go. Take whatever the market have to offer. I can let you know how much I go in with, but if I go in with around 100%, that's around 1,000, then I can risk 30 points. Easy. But if I go in with 50%, I can easily risk 60, 70 points. But that should even be my strategy, like we saw in the morning. It's not that bad. I can get it back super quick. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't hope for something. We should just react to it. Currently support around 900. Let's see if it's going to push back. Nasdaq push back to 650. It could get rejected. It could take a quick short here, but it could also push up. But let's see here. I like to go for a quick short here. Let's see. They could push it. Going for a quick short here is currently trading at 45.65. 48.65. Let's see here. I'm just gonna exit this one here quick. Let's see. Nope. Looks like it's gonna push. No progress. DAX is selling off again, and Nasdaq is holding. Wow. Big push. Looks like it's going up here. Just move my stop loss a little bit here. Wow, big push. Should have exited. It's against the trend. Will this retrace and come back, or will this really push to 700? It could push to 750. Let's see. Wow. I didn't expect that it's going to hold so strong. Big push again. Strong push. This is an overreaction in my opinion. Moving to 700. I think it could be a fake out. But let's see. We could sell off back to 600 again. I'm just gonna exit quick here for break even. You can also exit. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm not going against the trend because it's actually pushing up. So just exit. You can also exit your short if you want at 39. It's currently trading at 39. 41, 39. It could push to 700, and that's why I closed it for around break even. I want to see if it's really going to push to 750. The risk I see is 750. The overall target could be 450, but I'm not trading this. I want to give it a little bit more time, another couple of minutes, and then we can go in and make some good money here. It's a little tricky here. Very tricky. Yeah, we should be careful going against the trend. Always be careful trading against the trend. We learned that from the morning session. Let's react, not predict, not hope. We still managed to close it out, and that was great. If I was you, I would still wait for a short till we show weakness and we show resistant. Break below here is a short for me. Back to maybe 500. But right now it's a long. I'm not going long as it's, yeah, it's very riskier. These days it's very risky actually. When we're just looking at the overall trend, they could push it to 750 and then it could sell off later. I have a feeling they will push it now before they're gonna dump it. So no progress, but the trend is still pointing up. We have some resistance here at 75, and that was what I expect, that they might want to push it to even 700 before they're gonna dump it, or they want to push it to 750. I'm short at 750. That's what I want to react on and then take a quick scalp. Yes, I could go long. It's just too risky for me. There's no progress. I just don't want to make the same mistake. So DAX also looks interesting here. DAX could be interesting to short, but it's also pointing up, as you could see. Support 875, resistant again at 750. So currently DAX have issues or trouble breaking above 975, so that's a short for me. And the same up here, we do not break above 700, but let's just wait. I'm allowed to trade in 3 minutes. Let's just don't make the same mistake. Let's actually make let's don't make any mistakes here. Pushing it again. Interesting. So they want to push it to 700. The reason why I have these two lines is this was the last support, this was the last resistance, and we break above, so we might rally back to 800 or 750. It's very hard to say where the market is going to head right now. One thing I can say is the DAX's resistance is 750. That could act as a new resistance, and that's where I want to short it. It's very stupid to go short when you see no progress, right? Remember, this is pointing up, but it could come all the way back to here, okay? So let's prepare for a short. I'm gonna go short on DAX also. That's a little bit easier for me. I'm going in for a light short here on the DAX. It's currently trading at 922. I want to see if this is really going to sell off, because if they're going to dump the Nasdaq, they could also push it. To me, there's easy 50 points on the DAX. But let's see. Been showing some great progress here above 925. It just sold off recently. They could push it to 750 or 760, and then they could sell it off after. And then we see a big push on Nasdaq again, I think is going to get rejected here at 700, and then we're going to see a reaction on the DAX also. Moving stop loss up. Let's see if we get rejected at 700. That could act as a selling zone back to 600. Let's see. Could be wrong. They're pushing it right now. Wow. For me, it's still a short. But it's very clear when they push the Nasdaq, they also push the DAX easily, right? Let's see if this is going to be the new resistance or if they're going to push it short term to 750. Very hard right now. No progress. But this one here I can tolerate. I'm in light. I'm in very light. Overall target for DAX would be 873. So 95. Apple. Still short DAX. Will they really push this to 750 and then dump it? That's insane, but that's okay. So then they will push it 45 more points, and then they might also push the DAX back to 23,000. It could also get rejected here at 51. It's showing some weakness. We passed 15 minutes. I'm allowed to take a trade now and then hold it. It's showing some weakness on the Nasdaq. I could consider going for a light short here. I think I'm going to go for a light short here. Shorting the Nasdaq here is currently trading at 989. I have a feeling they could easily dump. Let's see. So they're pushing it again. Wow. It's very strong. Very strong. The trend is trending up, but it could be a weak sign that they could not push it after 15 minutes above 700. We passed 18 minutes and we did not break above. Wow. It's very weak to me. I will exit this one here just in the short time. Just exit my short. I want to see if it's really going to sell below this line here at 650. I'm not super sure if they want to push it. It looks like they're going to push it, but it's not super clear to me. The DAX is pushing, and this one here is kind of like consolidating. They might push this back to highs of 976. You can also see that they pushed the Nasdaq, and now we're seeing some weakness on the Nasdaq. No progress above 700 is a short to me. Over here is still a short. I'm still holding a short. I'd like to add to this short over here. I'm not super sure what they want to accomplish today. They pushed it from lows of 530 to 700. They're not showing any progress above to 750. So the only thing they can do right now, this is market behavior. The only thing they could do right now is dump the Nasdaq all the way back to 500 or even lower if they're not going to push it to 700. If you're not allowing it to push, then they will sell it off. Strong candles here on the DAX. I'd like to add more to this short on DAX, but the Nasdaq is just pushing, and they will push it to 750. The same with the DAX, they might push it to 23,050. So this one here was a little bad trade here, but I'm still gonna hold it, and I would like to add to it. They're pushing it, it could be a fake out. And we see here that they're pushing also the DAX, like we saw before, but really no progress. Gonna short more the DAX here, 500 more. Let's see. So the DAX is fearing nothing. It's just very positive today. I still see that they could end it around 800. This is very weak to me. Yes, they might push it to 750, 800, 850. I couldn't care. This is a short sign to me to short the Nasdaq. Why? Because we passed 21 minutes and there's no progress really above, and it's very weak. It's not showing that momentum that the market was looking for. It's wild that the DAX is so strong. The DAX shouldn't be that strong. The DAX should sell off, in my opinion. The DAX should at least come back to 900. Well, let's see. Very weak for the Nasdaq. I'm just waiting for a big red candle below here and then taking a short all the way back to 500. And then a big push back again. When Nasdaq starts selling below 675, there'd be many stop losses, and it's going to come back to here. They might consolidate, and then we can they will dump it later. Not later, but they will dump it. Very strong. Wow. $7.11. Might consider closing some of my short here. Closing some of it. I just closed the position I opened. I want to see if this is really gonna push. It's very weird that the Nasdaq is pushing that much. Wow. I think they're gonna dump the Nasdaq. It's just a matter of time. That's what I'm waiting for to make a decent amount of points here. There's a huge room. I was right about the DAX, but it is what it is. It's annoying me that we don't see any selling pressure on the Nasdaq. I know the trend is pointing up. I know it already sold off from highs. It's because we don't have any really news. Nvidia is also weak. But they're holding the market quite strong. Now we have a new support. This is 650. Break below that. It's going to sell all the way back to here. My target for DAX is around 800. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make money today on this one here. I don't know what's going on regarding the US tech. I should make a lot here, but it's not really giving me the confirmation, and that's the problem. I just don't want to go short here and then push to 750. No matter what, also without my live trading, I'll short it here at 750. I think they're gonna sell it off now. So they just took the orders out here and now they're gonna dump it. I think so. I think they're gonna dump it very hard. Last time we went to 54 again. Yeah, that's what we see right there. Maybe it's time now for it to dump it. Let's see if it's getting rejected now at 700. That's very important. 701 getting rejected here at 700. Let's see if they're gonna sell it all the way back again, or if this is the new support and they're gonna push it. Yeah, it's a short to me. And DAX is pushing right back again. They might push the DAX, but let's see here. Wow, they sold it back to 33 and then they're pushing it to 55. Strong rejection, and for me Nasdaq is weak. Short below here all the way back to 500. Everything above here is just noise, and also short here. I will only do short here, only short. No long to me for now. It's very weak, and I would short it. I just don't want to go short and then I get to 750 and then I lose like 70 point, like unnecessarily points, when I could like just wait and be patient. Waiting for confirmation, waiting for selling pressure, and then I'll just go with the trend and I will just go with the flow. And I'll just make a fortune from these shorts here. But it just have to confirm, and it cannot just go against me like this. But understand that they could push it. You need to respect the market. They want to hold the market and they want to push the market. They're living with hope. They're living with fear that they really want to push it. As you can see right here. If we do not break above within a couple of minutes, above 700, but we start selling below here, it's a very good short. So I'll go short below this line here, below 75, but we need to sell below. Right now we're pushing above. DAX is also extremely strong. Wow. Short below here, guys. Get ready for a short. If we push above, it might gonna go to 750. So that's the risk we're taking right here. Same over here, big push. They don't want to sell off the market. Let's see if we're getting rejected or we're just pushing right above. The DAX might also push. I'm gonna move this stop loss up here. I'd like to add to this short here. Wow. Big push. The DAX might follow through. And now we are above. And I think we're gonna get rejected here. Well, let's see. Wow. They want to push it. They want to push it and they live with hope. The DAX also going to push now. They might push it back, but let's see here. To 75 and then they might sell it off. Big push on the Nasdaq. Wow. I'll short it around 750. This is completely insane. Get ready for a short here. I'm shorting it here. It's currently trading at 755. I'm moving my stop loss a little bit up here. I think it's a good short entry. Wow, big push again. Insane. Wow. They really want to push it today. Same with the DAX. They really want to push it. They really want to push it. It's very insane. Last time we got rejected and we sold right back off. Not super sure. Then we see a big push again. It's a short to me, but it keeps going against us. Same with the DAX. They pushing the DAX. They couldn't care what we live with or what we hope for. It's not gonna work. It's just a matter how high they will push it. Wow. Big push. Adding more to the short here. Wow, this is insane. They might push it to 800. I'm still short. Also over here. It's an overreaction. It's gonna come right back to 500 later. Do you really want to push it? Do you really want to push this one here? Same with the DAX. They really want to push it. Completely insane. It's unstoppable. It lives with hope. Big hope. This is insane. I'm holding my short on both Nasdaq and the DAX. So from very weak till a support to a big push for no reason. Wow. Will they really push this market? This is completely insane. Or will they sell it off? Wow, this is insane. It's very strong. DAX is even stronger. I do not believe that this is going to hold. Last time we pushed from 500 right back to 925. And that's how crazy the market is right now. That they're hoping that it will go up. This should also correct itself. Wow, it shouldn't be going up. It should correct itself, but it might not. There's so many hope traders and there's so many unrealistic traders that are pushing the market to new highs, and that's the problem. That's why we have to sit here and wait for hours for it to sell off. It will sell off. It's just a matter of time. I'm still short, not super happy, but then they're pushing it again. What the fuck? Will they really push this up? They really want to push it up. They really want it all the way back again. Wow. Last time we went to 812 and then it sold right back to 383. That's what we saw. There's a worst case, it could push to 825. Yeah, of course it could push to 940, but then it's gonna sell off. I really don't see why they would push it up here. To me, it's a short. To me, this is a short. So they went from 380 all the way back to 800, and then they're pushing it, and they hope that it's gonna hold the market above 23. It's a good idea. I like the mindset, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think they're gonna dump the market. It's just a matter of time. But they could also push it, and that's the problem. That there are so many traders that want the market to go higher, and they're gonna live with hope, and they're gonna live with, this is gonna go up, it's gonna go to the moon, this will be the next thing. It's not. It's always correcting itself. I'd like to add to this short here. They could push it to 850 and then they could sell it off. It could also push it to 930, but then I'll get stopped out. I want to see if this is going to get rejected at 800 or they will push it higher, because last time we see that they're pushing it just 30 points above and then they're dumping it back to 600. That's what I think going to happen here. They're going to dump it all the way back to 600. I'm pretty confident that this is going to work out. You think this is looking strong? I think it looks very weak. Last time we went up here 810 and it sold off. But there's just so many hope traders, and that's the problem. And it's so hard to trade in 2025 when you're trading longer position and not scalping like me. This is not a scalp. This is also longer position. It's not super smart. They're just living with hope. They just want to push it. You see? Same here. They're pushing it and they live with hope. It's a hard one. So currently resistant. It's being tested. Wow. A lot of orders is coming in. They really hope it's gonna go up. I would like to add to the short, and I might move my stop loss to 850. I think they could push it up. I just don't. It went up 300 points for no reason. There's no news. There's nothing. When this is gonna break below this line, you're gonna see massive selling pressure. It's been testing this 50 times now. They should sell this market off. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You see? This is when they don't get, when they're not right. Then they're like, oh, now we're selling it. And the DAX is just pushing for no reason. In my opinion, the DAX should sell off 100 points now. They're testing our patient. They're testing what we made of. I know it's a strong candle, and I know it have to push, it have to get everyone out, it have to wait, it might push it higher, but it's gonna dump it. We see the same happens here again. They want the market to see who it's really in and who is not. I'm moving my stop loss up here. I don't want to get stopped out on this one here because I think I'm right. Do not copy this if you're not using the right risk management settings and you're risking too much. I'm risking 1.5% of my account size. I'm in not that heavy. I mean, if it hit my stop losses, I'll lose 1.5%. It's rare I do that, but I know I'm gonna be right. It's just wait, guys. It's gonna work. You don't have to copy me. I don't hope you're gonna copy me. Then if you're not doing the right things, then you're blowing your account every single day. But if you're doing the right things of going in light, then nothing's gonna happen to you. You're really testing my patience here. I wouldn't say back in the days, but I'm not taking that much risk longer. I'm not going in that crazy. But back in the days, when I see it's gonna go below, I will go in with 10,000 short and just be ice cold and just hold it to my target and not close at one point before it's gonna really hit. That's how your mindset. That's how your mindset should be, being ice cold and don't care about what the market is doing. The market is pushing, you're just adding. But you need to do the right position size. So they went to 980, then they're trying to push it back again. Why will they really push it back again? To me, it makes no logic sense. Wow. Still holding short here. This doesn't look super good, but again, you should just focus on one thing. I could consider closing this one out here, just because then I can always add again if it breaks below. Might exit at 75, but let's see. I'm gonna exit some of it here for 10,300. I'm just gonna wait. If they're gonna push it, I could re-enter. If they're gonna sell it off and I get confirmation, I'll also re-enter. I'm gonna hold short no matter what. On all my accounts, I'm short. It's a weak sign. It should sell off. It's not really selling off, and I get it. It's not that fun to be in. It's not feeling that great, but the pain is what gonna reward you in the long term. That's what's gonna build your prefrontal cortex. It's gonna build your strength, and that's how you're gonna make more money than all the other guys, if you can hold negative positions correct and holding it to your targets. I just want to see it's gonna break below here, then I'm very short. It's just have to fear. Then we will see something, but it could also push, and that's the most annoying part. That's why I closed it over here. Still have 500 short, but I could go in with a couple of thousand. I just want to see it's not gonna break above 300 again, and then I want to see it's gonna sell below 78. It might not, but when Nasdaq start confirming, then I know I'm gonna be right on this one here. I'm short on all my accounts. Some accounts, interactive brokers, I'm more short, more heavy short. But yeah, so this is just building my own confidence of making money in the market. I could just put in here, I'm short Nasdaq and DAX if there's some people that want to know that. Right back again. Testing your patient. They're getting a lot of people stopped out right there and right there. Big push again. Wow. It's just insane that they really want to push it that high. They really want the market to go up. 850. Let's see here. Wow. DAX is easier for me now. We just need to get below 70, then I will add to it again. Could also push up now, as we see. That's what we see on the Nasdaq. Crazy. I think they could push it to maybe 100 or 150. That's the risk we're taking here. Wow. Will they really push it again? Completely insane. I have to sit here for so long time and go against the market. I just don't want to go along here. To me, it's not long. But they might push it. Wow. I think they could dump the market within an hour. Just waiting for selling pressure to come in. The Nasdaq shouldn't be trading at these levels, and the DAX shouldn't either. But we are. They could also push it to 20,000. Doesn't matter if I get stopped out. I'm not super sure if I want to move my stop loss. I could do that up here if I want, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think so. Maybe I am, just to hold it all the way back. I'm not super sure. If they're going to push it, I think they max going to push it to 950, so another 100 points, but why would they do that? The problem is that they are hoping for something to happen, and it's all the retail investors that are hoping and are buying in. They just don't know what's going to come their way. That's the issue we see right here. So rejection here at DAX, strong rejection showing lower highs. If we're going to break below 976, it's a big short all the way back to 875. just don't get this. They don't want the market to sell off. It's gonna take hours. Wow, lower highs on DAX. Let's see if we get lower lows and progress below. Might consider adding to the short on DAX here. Could go further the quick short here. Going for a quick short here at 03. Just a quick scalp. Let's see if it's gonna come back here, or if they really want to push it higher again. Wow. Went in short right there. It should dump it. So Nasdaq pushed a couple of times. Just exit this one quick here again. Quick little scalp at 95. I want to see progress. So I could consider moving my stop loss to 28 and then let me hold my target to 800. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's a hard one today. It's harder than I expected. It's always harder than you expect. So, no progress. I just want to see it's going to sell below 980, then I will add to it all the way down. So for me to really go in and to really make a lot today, I wouldn't say a record day, but for me to really make a lot of money, have to break below here. Same with the Nasdaq. If we can sell below 750, it's going to come back to here, but they could push it. That's what we always see they do. Wow. The question I ask myself is, will they push it really above 900? I don't think so. I'm moving my stop loss up here. I'd like to add to this short here also. I also like to add to this short here all the way down. Wow, it's completely insane. They might push it to 850 or 900. So from 750, it pushed it up 100 points. I did not expect that to happen. I did not. So Apple also pushed. They could push it back, I know. Nasdaq is holding. Wow. Completely insane. Will they really push this to 20,000 today? I'm just waiting for it to sell below here. They might gonna push it again and push it above here. That's what we could see. It's holding very strong right now. I'm not adding to a negative position. I will first add when I see a break below. Big push on the DAX. But DAX getting rejected every time at 25. So DAX is more easier for me. And I could like to short it here all the way back. Nasdaq is more tough because they could push it just because they want to it. They want to push it and they want to push a lot of shorters out. To me, it should sell off, but it doesn't sell off. It is what it is. It might push it back to here. Let's see. My target it is all the way back to lows. I might not get it, but I'm sure about this one here. 100% sure. Short 500 there, and over here I'm short 250. DAX can easily sell off 100 points. It could also push, but when we see break below 978, it's going to sell off. This is just a waiting game. And yes, they might push it. That's what we have to accept and live with. And the Nasdaq is just keep rallying. This is completely insane. I'm just about to add to this short here, the Nasdaq short. I might add here at 900. I know I'm in light, only 25% in here. 250 only. I'm just waiting. Gonna add crazy. In 1 minute moment, I'm gonna add so crazy. Then I'm gonna make 200k. I'm just waiting. It's a good game. I'm afraid they could push it back, but let's see. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Big push. They could also sell it off now. I know all traders, they're looking and say, they will just push it to 950 or maybe 21,000 today. It's just going to be so good today. So easy to make money. You can just go in long and just live with hope and just hold it. Nope. I don't think so. I think they're going to sell it all the way back. It's just a matter of time. I did not expect that they will push 100 points above my entry. I did not expect that at all. The only thing I see is down right now. Only down. Still looking very bad, but it's okay. It's not that bad. I'm just waiting for it to sell off and then we can add more to it. From now on, I'm not adding more. I'm gonna wait for it to sell off and not push back. The problem is that we are around a critical range or a critical time that they want it to go up, but they might not let it go up. They want to dump it first. Lower highs on DAX. We keep testing the 23,000 and we keep getting rejected. Same for the Nasdaq. I did not expect a push from here, to be honest with you. But we are seeing that. I did not expect that. I would like to add to it when we can actually start selling below to my target. The DAX is insane today. I'm in for a good amount, so I can hold it as long as I want. I can add to it when I want, if it goes up to my stop loss, it's fine, I can re-enter. And the same here, I'm not in that heavy. I hope you pay attention to that, because that's why I succeed. That's why I make a lot of money in trading, is because I'm very good at risk management and I'm very good at position sizing, so it's not going to bother me. It's a long time ago that I've really been adding and making plus $1 million, because I haven't seen any progress really. After I see progress, we see consolidation and confirmation. Just waiting for it to sell below here. Waiting for it to fear. The fear should come in soon. So now we just got the confirmation that there is no progress above here, and then we might gonna sell all the way back, or at least to 750. And if that's gonna happen, as I think, then we can add to it, or we can close it. But let's see here. I'm in very light, so I can add to it, and then I can take it back to 700, make my 100 points, 130 points clean, and then I make 50 points on the first position I open, but I'm still holding it. I have done nothing. You could see all my position. It's not that I'm hiding anything or sharing my numbers. No, you could see how much I'm down and how much I'm up, right? You could also see that I'm been holding this one here. So I just hope you'll learn something from me and you see how I do things, because it's actually, I actually make a lot of money doing this. You might not think I do, but I am actually making a lot from trading, because I know how to position size. This could jump 200 points. I wouldn't care. Just add more to it. If I know the direction is down, then I'm holding more. If I don't know what's going on, I'll just go in and out super quick and be extremely disciplined about that. Here, we're just showing no progress. The market is trying to push it back to 850. When I see selling pressure below 18 and below 800, and I see it's kind of like selling below, I could consider moving stop loss to 850 just to have my stop loss closure. Here, still a short. Yeah. I'll maybe add below here. I have no clue why this is pushing again. It's completely insane to me why we keep pushing, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'll just keep holding this one here all the way back to 550 or even lower. It's gonna sell off, guys, trust me. You just need to wait. You just need to be very patient, and then it will work. But the Nasdaq is holding. It's very strong. I'll have my target here. Over here, it's gonna sell off more. I knew that. Told you. We shouldn't just be going in and then stream for like 1 hour and like 10 minutes. No progress below 18, no progress below 800, then I have my stop loss here. If we break below 800, I'll move my stop loss, and then I can add more to it. But I'm not going to add to this one if we do not break below 800 and I move my stop loss down. So when I move my stop loss, I will consider adding. That should be the mindset. This could act as a new support, 950. It's very tricky. But if we break below 950, then I think it should sell off back to 872. But again, I'm down. I'm not hiding anything. So break below now, get ready to move stop loss to 850 and add to this one here. When we break below 800, I will add. So flirting with 800, 807. Haven't been adding, and I haven't been moving my stop loss. Right now I'm doing nothing. still short for 500. Wow. It's insane that the Nasdaq is so strong today. I did not expect that, but it's gonna come later. So did nothing. It went to 809, did not break below 800, so I did not move my stop loss and I did not add it. But if we break below 800, then I will go in for more short. But now it's kind of like tricky. Could push back to maybe 78 and then sell off. Wow, big push again. It's just insane. It's very rare I see such a strong Nasdaq that's trying to push everyone out. But it's not gonna push me out. Maybe, but then I'll just re-enter. Big push on DAX again. Wow. Only green candles, only been trending up. Wow. It's completely insane. It shouldn't be going up that much. But it does. It really does. Still think they're gonna sell off the market later. Okay, no feelings here. I'll move my target on DAX to 750. So I'm going after 200 points here. My stop loss is gonna be moved to 22. And here I'm still holding short, having my target of 550. No reason to stream more. I'm gonna hold it no matter what. It might push, then I have to accept it, live with this. They could push it up here and then they could dump it. But I'm holding it for now. I'm not doing anything, okay? You can see I'm holding it, okay? I'm in light, but I'm not adding to a negative position. But if it sold below 800, I would have been adding a lot, and then I will also have made a lot. But for now on, I'm not doing anything, so I'm just waiting. I have it at 930 right now, and I have it at 550, my target. Will this really push above 900? Then let it push, and then tonight I might stream also. I'm not super sure about tonight because I have a workout, but I'm considering streaming. 950 is the highs for the day, and then I still think it should push back to 550. Okay, I am still holding short. You know my targets, you know my stop losses, and you know the overall direction. I think you should sell out today. Thank you for tuning in. It was a very long session. I need to grab some water, but the direction is down. I will let you know if I do something. For now, I'm just holding it.